Hey all, FrozenFoxy here, and welcome back once again to Let's Play Darkseed, brought to you on behalf of GameAnyone.com. We're here on day 2, but I'm going to go ahead and reload this just because we have actually wasted a little bit of time just kind of standing around here while I was doing the opening. Anyways, this day has some major time constraints, so I'm going to try and get through it as quickly and seamlessly as possible. So first thing you have to do is take a shower, followed by taking pills, because 1, your head hurts, and 2, Mike won't go anywhere if he smells funny. Which, honestly, I think that Mike smells funny all the time, but he tends to argue when I tell him that. Nonetheless, we're going to head over to the library because last time you'll remember that we had a book on hold for us. So we need to go ahead and grab that real quick. Now, as long as we do this fast enough, most of the stuff that needs to be done today can be done pretty quickly, but it's very easy to go over the time that you need to do all this stuff. And so I will do my best to go really fast through here, so I apologize if this looks really sped up. Anyways, the local barber shop where you can get your hair chopped off for $6, which we will never ever visit. Now this is one of the few people in the game that you can use the hand to actually talk to, rather than the question/explanation point.
Hi Mike, here's the book that was put on hold for you.
Now this book has a lot of really tiny text, and I imagine if you read some of this stuff, it doesn't make much sense because you're actually supposed to wait until this. Tune in to the right station for a dependable word from a concerned friend. So basically what this is talking about is the radio station that's in our car. The first time that I saw this, I thought it was the police station, but that's not true. So let's try fingering her again. That would be very impolite. That's the sort of thing that your former co-worker, Larry, would have tried to do. And I'm guessing that it's a Leisure Suit Larry reference right there. But we're not going to pay too much attention to that because we're trying to move fast. I think we're making pretty good time so far. Hopefully. If we have done this properly, we should be back at our house before 10 o'clock. Yep, 9:43, that's pretty good. And we most certainly want to move as fast as possible. Technically you can go back here and get a message from this car, or hopefully get a message from this car. This is the timed event that I was talking about. It seems to only happen at certain times of day. So we're going to do our best to see if we can grab this message from this car here. Let's see if it's still there.
What you do in the light
Perfect.
is reflected in the dark. Leave some doors open before crossing over.
Alright, so this is referring to something that we're going to learn about in just a second here. But right now, that doesn't make much sense about crossing over. However, once the package comes that will come on day 2, it will make much sense. We're probably past 10 right now, I imagine, which means that we're going to need to come back outside to grab the package. Basically, if it becomes past 10, then the package will appear on the doorstep. It is 10:03 right now, and that probably means that no one's coming. Yeah, we're not getting any doorbell. Oh, okay. I got lucky. Bert picked this up, or this broken shard from your mirror, and forgot to leave it for you. Sorry about that, Acme Movers. So this is probably referring to the same movers that you see in shows like Looney Tunes and so forth. So for some reason Warner Brothers is more or less involved in this. So you probably figured out by now that we need to put this shard into this nice little mirror here. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Now there is a ton of stuff that you can look at on the other side here. An unnatural glow emanates from the entire chamber. Strange machines provide energy which nourishes the creatures cocooned in their sacks. Well, first thing we're going to do is go ahead and make a quick save here. And the reason for that is because all the things that you are able to read in this make it very easily over time for what you need to do. So we're going to go ahead and do some reading first. Apparently this stuff is cold to the touch. The horrible shape twists and writhes as it hangs from its biomechanical umbilicus. Very interesting stuff there. Strange alien smells assault your senses, rising from the half-dead creatures encased in their glass-eyed prisons. Let's go check out some of these glass-eyed prisons over here. This is an alien experiment gone wrong. You see an empty case waiting for the alien's next victim. Alright, probably that next victim is going to be us, which we don't want to happen, and that's exactly why we're trying to move quickly with these time constraints here. You also might notice that this room here, though it doesn't say anything, kind of looks like the foyer from our house, and you'll notice that this kind of looks like the staircase there. This is not a good place to practice your phrenology. The wall of skulls seems to almost be alive. Ooh, creepy. They put people in their walls here. Soylent Green. This is the design room where many evil plans have been masterminded. We've also attempted to pick up the plans, only to find that they're actually a holographic projection. A lot of times when I record, for some reason this pulls itself back down. For some reason it's working this time. Anyways, as you can see, there's like some kind of little baby alien in our skull. And it's got Dawson's name on there, so we know that it's coming into our head, and we actually have something planted in our head, which is really nasty and bad. Anyways, these look like the plans for a gruesome biological experiment on a human. Biological experiments. This door right here that we're going through is actually the mirror of the secret door on in our place. And if you actually leave those closed, then you won't be able to go into this room. It will actually say that this is a permanently locked door. So it's interesting because you actually get a mirror image on the dark side, as we heard on the radio earlier. Anyways, you see a ramp which leads to a raised platform from the machinery. A low hum pulses and vibrates, setting your teeth on edge. Go ahead and head up here. A cold alien wind blows through this platform above an alien landscape. As we can see, there's some binoculars sitting over here, so we're going to go ahead and grab those. And we can actually use those immediately to check out the alien landscape over here. You see the alien landscape close up. This cold and creepy landscape does not look like an inviting place for a picnic. I don't know, you could probably put a picnic basket and some stuff over there, and it's not that bad, right? Well, as long as some aliens don't come and eat your face off. That would be bad. A strange abode of a biomechanical leech, draining the life force from its victims. We can go over here and try to save the victims, but apparently the force field is going to repel us, and it prevents us from disabling the generator at this point. You see the force field generator, with which the biomechanical leech has trapped its victims. Ooh, creepy leech. Now, over here, which is kind of hard to see, there's actually a little lever right here. If you pull that lever straight off, it's actually going to electrocute you. So the thing you have to do is put on these gloves to shield yourself, and then you can pull the lever. You pull the lever, a strange humming sound echoes from within, but nothing appears to have happened. That's not true, Mike. Something has happened. This is a really awesome landscape here. I really like the HR Gigerite art in this place. It's pretty cool. Anyways, you'll probably notice that there's a hole here now, which is basically the front door of our house in the other world. This is the outside of the alien edifice. The orientation reminds you somewhat of the front of your own house. Go ahead and get in here. Now, this place we can't really do much with at this point, but we can, however, take a look at it, at the very least. This looks like the control center. Let's go ahead and try and touch this screen. Don't touch the buttons until you've read the flight manual and have been properly cleared. A view screen displays what looks like an alien landscape. It kind of looks like a ball floating over something to me, but I don't know. It's kind of like a wireframe thing. There is another lever over here, but this lever does not do anything at this point. It will, however, in the future do something very important. I'm hoping if I kind of slide through this quickly that we'll manage to make the time and I won't have to reload that save. Anyways, the petrified images of this alien forest remind you of something you had in nightmares about as a child. I actually had some creepy images in my dreams kind of like this before. I should have totally drawn some art and made an alien movie. But then again, H.R. Giger was born before me, so he probably would have made it to that before I did, so that's too bad for me. Every fiber of your existence tells you not to go in there. However, nothing ventured. Let's go venturing. We might gain something. A smell reminiscent of a hospital waiting room permeates the air. Perhaps it would be safer to return home now. Nah, I've got to grab this shovel here. That is an important item. Let's check the time and see how we're doing on the clock here. It is 3:24 p.m. Nope, it looks like I'm actually going to have to do some reloading, because 3:24 means that we are way too close to something that's going to happen outside of this. Anyways, in a state of suspended animation, the Ancients wait patiently for their evil plan to unfold. It won't be long now. And the Ancients kind of remind me of H.P. Lovecraft's Cthulhu and the other Ancients underwater. But I don't know, maybe that's just me. I mean, they are kind of alien creatures, so it's not exactly the same thing, and they're above water, but whatever. The horrible visage of the alien ancient leers at you through the frost-covered viewport. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and make a quick save here, because I would like to show off a death. We're gonna go and call this D1. Done. But anyways, yes, Mike will be done in just a second. You have dared to touch the ancient. You die. And so that random bubbly head thing just put us in there, and we have become the final experiment, waiting for the thing in our head to hatch. And the problem with this game is it likes to restart as soon as you die. You don't get to go to a menu or anything. The only thing you can really do is do a bunch of clicking and hitting the space bar, and that will eventually get you back to the beginning of the game, which is really, really annoying that you have to wait all that time just to get back to the beginning of the game. We're going to go ahead and load this done thing here. So basically, my done is talking about death number 1. Mainly I'm just trying to show off some of this stuff. Anyways, the alien's power source appears to be located in this chamber. Yeah, it's some kind of gooey brain thing. The organic computer is rubbery and uncomfortably warm to the touch. You see the organic computer, which directs power to the ancients. You check this down here. These tubes bring energy needed to keep the ancients in stasis. Let's try touching it. You touch the tubes and find they are quite hot. Well, it is an energy tube, so it has some nasty stuff coming through there. Your unprotected hands would fry in an instant. This is the heart of the power nexus, vibrating with horrific alien energies. So this little, what looks like a TV screen is kind of the power box, more or less. And if you shove anything into this power box, it is immediately destroyed. So, as you can see, the crowbar just got disintegrated. Luckily, we don't really need a crowbar, and also I'm going to be reloading this anyway, because we are way over the needed time. As you can see, it's 5:10 p.m., and the meeting with the friend of ours is at 6, so that's a big issue. We most certainly do not want that to happen, so we're going to have to do this much, much faster. Anyways, that's pretty much all that you can read at this point. We could technically go the other direction, however it's blocked off, so you can't really go through there. So what we are going to do, however, is reload this real quick here. So instead of that, we're going to go with LP2, and our time is looking so much better. Look at that, 10:27 a.m. So we're going to make this a lot quicker this time, because we need to make it out of here as fast as humanly possible. And I believe on the way back I will go ahead and look at that that hologram that I just passed up there, but for the moment I am trying to speed through this thing. So we're going to go ahead and grab this lever here. This time around we're not going to grab the binoculars because they actually don't really do anything for you. They're just a useless item. However, we can most certainly check the diagram along our way here. Check out the experiment real quick so Mike knows what's going on. Because Mike is actually quite oblivious to what's going on. He's a little bit slow. Alright. Let's head over here and grab that shovel that we got before. This should be much quicker and hopefully get us the time that we need. So there's actually a lot of stuff that needs to be done, and if you don't do it in time, then you can be screwed over really easily in this game. This literally will cause this to be a winnable or unwinnable situation, and Mike is being a derp right now.
Let me walk in circles because that's how you go that way, right?
But, yeah. Mike is a little bit off sometimes. Alright, we'll see what time it is as soon as we get back through the mirror here. Mirror's a little bit harder to see on this side, but it's pretty much in the same spot. Alright, we have gone and stepped on through. So let's go ahead and check our watch if this thing will move over. And the time is 11:47. Look at that. We have saved so much time by not reading. That is an amazing, amazing amount of time. And that is exactly why you need to move really fast in this game, because time can pass by really quickly. And then you'll be up to the appointment with the guy, and that will mess everything up because you have to do some other stuff before the appointment occurs. No, Mike, don't do that. God damn it. That's one of the issues here, is you have to put the mouse up a little bit higher to make sure that you go up there instead. But we're still at 12 noon, so we're getting good on time here. Alright. Now we need to go ahead and dig up McKeegan that we read about last time in the first part of this. And yes, I know I called him McCregan, but kind of sounds better than McKeegan, in my opinion. So I often pronounce it McCregan for some reason. Now there's an interesting little factoid here, which I'm going to show off in just a moment. we're almost to where I can show off what I'm talking about. So first off, before I go to show this off, we're going to save the game one more time as LP3, and then we're going to head out here. Now what I dug up before was a note, and as you can see, we've got a police officer in front of our place.
You're under arrest, Dawson. Come with me.
And this is a major problem, getting arrested without reading that note first, because you'll notice something, well, you won't notice it yet, but there's something that's missing here. And that something will only appear if you have read that note first before coming to this prison, which, that's a really easy way to screw up. And the game becomes unwinnable just because that thing does not appear. So we're going to go ahead and load this up here, and we're going to go ahead and read this note real quick. So he was talking about the mirror in the last one. He used it to enter the dark world, and he suspects that his fate is tied to the strange creatures that he has seen hibernating there. He has excavated a bit, and that's why we found that shovel. Anyways, I think I'm just going to read this as is. And brought back something. In the process, I managed to crack the edge of the mirror, which I had thought was unbreakable. The thing I brought back might be able to break it, if I made it into a tool. I will have this final page left in my grave, though I doubt my fate is to remain there long. One final word. My enemies have underestimated how strongly events in this world affect things in the other. I have kept them from returning to space by letting my car fall apart. That's a very important bit of information. I even hid the keys in a special place. I also feel that the police station is strongly mirrored in the dark world. Use this information wisely. You might succeed where I have surely failed. And that information right there actually changes what happens when you go to jail. Well, it's still 12:30, so we should have plenty of time for what we need to do. Let's get caught by this policeman, and I'll show you exactly what's missing.
You're under arrest,
Or there now.
Dawson. Come with me.
Interestingly enough, there's now a pillow here. That wasn't there before, but yes, because we basically read that note, a pillow appears, and that pillow allows us to hide various items under it. So we're going to hide the gloves, the money, the bobby pin, and we're also going to hide our watch after we wind it up once and check the time. So we still got a little bit of time. It's almost 1 o'clock, but we're doing good on time. So if we take this tin cup here, we can actually rattle the gate over here and get someone to appear. What's up, dude? Hey, you remember that get out of jail free card? It actually works. A friend of Dilbert's, huh? Come with me, Dawson. It's like they don't even voice act that. I don't even know why. They release you on your own reconnaissance. I can never pronounce that right. Recognizance. But anyways, it basically means that they released you with the fact that you're probably going to have to pay a fine. Because we exhumed a grave when we shouldn't have done that. Anyways, the reason that we need to be in here as fast as possible is to grab this gun. If it becomes 6 o'clock before you get here, then this place closes and you get thrown out of the police station. And that is a very, very big problem. Because you need to grab that gun, otherwise you won't be able to do some stuff later on in this game. Major, major issue. And you won't even learn that you're not able to do it. It's not going to even tell you that you failed. You're just going to get to a point where the game becomes unwinnable, and you eventually just die. Alright, we're going to go ahead and save this real quick here. And we'll save this as LP4. So at this point, we have to wait for 6 p.m. because we have to wait for our friend who is over here. Basically, he had told us that he would meet us out in front of this place, but the truth is, he actually meant the side of our house. I don't know. Anyways, we can just hit the T key real quick and make time pass until, hey, look, it's Dilbert.
Good to see you, Dawson. Follow me.
I swear this guy sounds like a drunk alcoholic. And we're going to prove that he's a drunk alcoholic by giving him scotch. This is exactly why we purchased this scotch, too. If we hold on a second, we can give him the scotch in just a moment after his dog drops his stick.
Boy, that's smooth. Thanks for coming by, Mike.
Wow. He is most certainly a drunkard. See you later, Dilbert. Don't fall over on the way home. Go ahead and grab this stick, which probably seems a little bit useless at this point in time, but it's actually an extremely useful item. We're actually going to climb up this rope because of the fact that we took the gun, and it is very possible that a police officer has appeared outside of our door again. We do not want to go to our front door anymore. Otherwise, we can experience some issues with the police. We don't have another get-out-of-jail-free card. Alright, let's get downstairs and get through that mirror one more time. This is literally the most jam-packed day of the game, in my opinion, because you have to do a whole lot of stuff. Alright. We are going to get through here, and we're going to do probably some reading here. So what I'm going to go ahead and do before we start up with the reading is save this. And I can't remember, but I think we might be on 5? Perhaps? Alright. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and do some reading. And this is going to take up enough time that he will probably die, and that's basically because of the fact that at 10 p.m. he dies if he's in the dark world. This alien park was obviously engineered by creatures with a bizarre and cruel sense of humor. A narrow bridge leads over a bottomless abyss. Now we're actually going to kill ourselves here. As you notice, this dog over here, he likes to rip your head off really quickly if you come up to him. So basically, if you had done some exploring, you may have been able to figure out that that strange dog creature wants a stick. And that is where our stick comes in useful. Alright, let's go ahead and reload this. Come on now. Load it up. And I believe we're on 5 here. Alright. We're gonna pull on through here and give this guy a stick this time. Enjoy the stick, doggy. Woo! Off the mountain you go. Screw you. No more eating my head off. That is not fun at all. Alright, now if we hadn't taken the gun off the wall, basically we wouldn't be able to go in here. This is the police office in the dark world.
So that's where my gun went. You're going to rot for a few centuries, human.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do another save, because there's gonna be a lot of reading coming up in a second here. So let's go ahead and save this as LP6. Cool. And we were getting a message about the prison, but you're going to have to rewind and pause it if you want to know what that message was. Let's go ahead and check out our time and see how we're doing here. It is 7:18 p.m., so there is not much time until 10 o'clock. It is really easy to die here, but first thing we want to do is try and take this bobby pin to this door to try and open it up. But apparently the attempt to pick the primitive lock and has caused nothing to happen, really. So basically, if you look at this, it's impenetrable bars with a primitive lock. And the alloy bars are very cold. You will also be able... whoops. You will be also, if you don't get out of here soon. Okay. I don't know why that sentence was giving me trouble. But anyways, if we try to pick this lock one more time, this time we will succeed. Outside we've got an alien doing some weightlifting over there. He's actually trying to call us over, so we're going to come over there and talk to him. It's a long corridor leading to freedom.
Greetings, human. I am Sargo, prisoner of this dungeon for 9 years. I am prepared to give you the gift of invisibility in exchange for my freedom.
Alright, Sargo. We will exchange some freedom with you. Here's a bobby pin. You can get yourself out. You have given Sargo the hairpin. He gives you the invisibility headband, which he warns you will only work once. That is some very important information, because if you use it right away, when there's nothing going on, you can be screwed over real quick. The main lobby of an alien jail looks like they could use a new decorator. Yes, well, it didn't look that great in the light world either. The sign over the doorway, if you could read it, would tell you that this is the Draketh Guards Recruitment Center. Now, that is totally not what I wanted to do. Thank you, Mike, for doing that. Anyways, now, if you remember about where this is in the town, this is the barber shop. You'll also notice that there's a random head in the middle and a drill going down into it. Gives you some really weird thoughts if you're thinking about the barber shop right now. Yeah. Let's go ahead and try and touch this thing. Might be better to leave well enough alone. You see the recruitment center, where some sort of genetic engineering is being conducted on the recruits. We'll try going in there. You don't have to register. They already have your number. And, funny enough, the barbershop we can't go into either. And hey, look, it's that guy who we've seen a couple different times when we've died. We'll call him Mr. Bubblehead. Just because he's got this massive body, which kind of looks like it's his head and his little face is on the end of it. He's just kind of weird looking. Anyways, let's check out our watch and see what it is. 9:35 p.m. See, we would probably die at this point if I had not made that save previously. But yeah, the only way past this guy is to put on that headband of invisibility so we can get into here. You are in the Great Archive Chamber. Many of the ancient secrets are available here for those who know how to access them. Luckily, we know how to access them. It's called a finger, and here's a button. You turn on the access screen. Let's talk to the access screen. It's the Keeper of the Scrolls.
Greetings, Michael. I've been sending you messages over the radio. The ancients have implanted an alien embryo into your brain. If born,
Great.
this creature will destroy you and all of mankind.
Well, we don't want that
You
happening.
must find the ancients' power source and destroy it. Also, the police in your world are under the control of the ancients. Avoid them at all costs. Hurry, and good luck.
So now we know that the police in the other world are against us, and as you can see, we just fell over and died. And the reason for that is because 10 p.m. just struck. Yeah, I knew we weren't going to make it because, holy crap, that is an annoying noise. Yeah, sometimes it does some really weird glitchy noises when you get caught like that, and until the game starts, those crappy noises stick around. It's really annoying. Anyway, we are going to load our save here, which I believe was LP number 6. And this time, we're not going to be doing any of the reading that we did before, because we need to move quickly. This is very, very important because we do not have time. So it's 7:15 p.m. We're doing good on time. Let's make sure that we stay good on time. It always fails the first time. Let's get out of here. Alright, Sargo, we don't need to talk to you this time. We're just going to give you that thing and get the hell out of Dodge. We gotta do this as fast as possible. No more reading. Yeah, 10 p.m. is the witching hour for this game. Worst time ever. You will die. Alright, so if we check our watch, it's still about 7 o'clock, so we are doing good on time. Let's put on the headband and get the hell in here. We're gonna have to listen to this girl rant all over again, which is kind of annoying, but whatever.
Greetings, Michael. I've been sending you messages over the radio. The ancients have implanted an alien embryo into your brain.
Yep, we know.
Born, this creature will destroy
She's got a really
you
creepy
and all
face.
mankind.
And she's got that
You
crying
must
going
find
on,
the
and her
ancient
eyes are like
power
flipping
source and
around. And
destroy it. Also, the police in your world are under the control of the ancients. Avoid them at all costs. Hurry, and good luck.
you know, if I saw this thing in front of me, I wouldn't know if it was really my friend or not. Anyways, the Keeper of the Scrolls has given us something. We'll check that out in a little bit once we make it back to our house. Because we do not have the time to stand around anymore. We've got to move. Alright, we do not want to go in there. Almost clicked the wrong thing. I thought we were a little bit further, but apparently we're not. Let's see how we're doing on time. 8:16. We're doing good. We are doing very good so far. Let's head on in here and get back through the mirror as fast as we possibly can. There we go. We made it out alive. Good for us. Alright. Now we can technically head out back and see if there's any new messages from the computer that we just talked to. We'll also go ahead and see what she gave us. It is a microfiche card, so we need to get to the library, but obviously since it's after 10 at this point, we have, or not after 10, I don't know what I'm saying. After 6 at this point, we have no way of actually going to the library. However, we will go out back, because you can technically sleep in the car if you want. I've slept in the car, haven't you? I mean, you know, when you're taking like one of those really long trips, you have to sleep in the car sometimes. Alright, let's head into this car and see if we get any cool messages. What's on the radio?
Turn yourself in and leave behind the key, which will only work in the dark world.
Yeah, we don't want to turn ourselves in again because we've already gone ahead and done that in the dark world. Basically, the key that it's talking about is the bobby pin that we were using. Let's go ahead and check our clock here. It is 8:56. We could technically just return to bed, and I think that's what we're going to go ahead and do. Rather than, well, you know what? I'm going to stay out here because there could be a message in the morning. So we'll go ahead and just sit in this car, and we'll wait a little bit until it's 10 o'clock. Oh my god! It's a baby getting trumpets played into its head! What the hell? Or maybe it's just Mike. Or the skull of Mike? Great. Basically, what this, I believe, is trying to tell us is that day 1, the baby was injected. Day 2, Mike was trying to figure out what was going on. And day 3, Mike will die. So we must be extremely careful here. Let's go ahead and see what time it is. Okay, for some reason, my game just boosted us ahead an hour, which is bad. We do not want that to happen because that could mean that we cannot get an item to end the game. So I need to go find out if we can get that. Otherwise, I'm going to have to redo this here. That is a major problem. I do not know why the game decided that it would boost us. Okay, good. Doorbell is ringing. We got lucky. We got really lucky. Basically, at this point in the game, you can't go out the door any longer, because if you do... Ah, crap. We were too late for the doorbell. Oh. Well, somehow we managed to get out the door anyway, and here's a package. Usually the police are out here. Anyways, we have a handle. A prepaid handle. And next time we'll find out what that handle is all about, because this is, after all, day 3, and we're not going to be dealing with that right now. Somehow we got lucky, and even with the fact that the game forwarded us an hour, we still managed to get our package, which is great. So we're gonna go ahead and sit in this car, listen to some tunes, or maybe a random voice talking to us, and then we'll say bye for now. I'll see you all later when we go to get rid of these stupid headaches and figure out what's on that microfiche. Bye for now.